Here's a possible scenario in which Christie, Vivek Ramaswamy, Perry Johnson, Marianne Williamson, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. debate current immigration issues. Moderator, good evening and welcome to tonight's debate between presidential candidates Christie, Vivek Ramaswamy, Perry Johnson, Marianne Williamson, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Our first topic for tonight is immigration. Mr. Christie, you have the floor. Christie, thank you. Immigration is a complex issue that requires a comprehensive approach. We need to secure our borders and enforce our immigration laws while also providing a pathway to citizenship for those who are already here. Ramaswamy, I agree with Mr. Christie that we need to secure our borders and enforce our immigration laws. But we also need to address the root causes of migration and provide aid to Central American countries to help improve conditions there. Johnson, I believe that we need to focus on enforcement and securing our borders. We need to ensure that those who enter the country illegally are held accountable for their actions. Williamson, while I agree that we need to address the issue of illegal immigration, I also believe that we need to provide a pathway to citizenship for those who are already here and contributing to our society. Kennedy, I believe that we need a comprehensive approach to immigration that addresses both enforcement and providing a pathway to citizenship. We also need to address the root causes of migration and work with our partners in Central America to improve conditions there. Moderator, candidates, it's time for our cross-examination round. Mr. Christie, you may begin. Christie, thank you. Mr. Ramaswamy, you mentioned providing aid to Central American countries to address the root causes of migration. How do you plan to ensure that this aid is used effectively and achieves its intended goals? Ramaswamy, that's a good question, Mr. Christie. I believe that we need to work closely with our partners in Central America to ensure that aid is used effectively and achieves its intended goals. We need to have strong oversight and accountability measures in place to ensure that aid is used for its intended purpose. Johnson, Ms. Williamson, you mentioned providing a pathway to citizenship for those who are already here. How do you plan to ensure that this doesn't encourage more illegal immigration? Williamson, I believe that providing a pathway to citizenship for those who are already here and contributing to our society is the right thing to do. At the same time, we need to secure our borders and enforce our immigration laws to prevent further illegal immigration. Kennedy, Mr. Johnson, you mentioned focusing on enforcement and securing our borders. How do you plan to address the issue of undocumented immigrants who are already here and have been living in the country for many years? Johnson, we should stress accountability. Moderator, let's move on to our next topic.